Hi, I'm Diane. So glad you could join us today on Extra. Today we look at the art of floral arrangement and we visit the Tabari craft market. Firstly though, Sinava Kasimani brings us the story of young Tanisha whose parents are both living with special needs. Here's Tanisha's story.
Love truly knows no boundaries. Tanisha is a beautiful little girl, has extraordinary parents, Joe Yalape of Layagam, Anga Province, and Glenis Manuye of East Sepik Province. Her parents have special needs, while she is a normal child. In order for her to understand her parents, she has learned sign language at a very young age. Catherine Kenya, who is engaged with Red Cross, has helped this young family in every possible way she can. The extra team dropped by the Special Education Resource Center at Hohola to have a chat with Catherine about people living with special needs.
If you want to communicate with a deaf person, you must. If you don't know sign language, you have to put in special education, or when you communicate and deal with a disabled or a special person who has special need, we have to have total communication in which gesture, your movement, the other you move now. We talk about the face now. As a before we just talk susu and plus out of us a backpack with the video no that. Only that topless long but we have home sign how long less or communicate on the more deaf person. So communication part of it is very important, and if you can understand them, so some of them are looking but they can read you well. To the face print. Possible to ask how you saw it. Simple face plan, all you can feel in you. All in the sound, all you can like with they can dance. They're not music or something, boom boom, I'm feeling and I'm people beat the music, they can dance.
It is very challenging to communicate with people like this. And being a teacher, one needs to be focused and determined.
So the barrier is understanding them. Communication is a little bit of it with them. It's just that because we cannot communicate with them, you mean understanding all now, maybe finding myself hard, but then easy. When you show that you love them and you have time for them, they will teach you. That's their language, and talk language will learn by helping you. So I think the greatest barrier is communication is part of it, but I think the biggest part of it is understanding them and accepting them for who they are.
Sign language may be difficult to learn, but once you have mastered it, it is fun to communicate with people living with special needs. And you will realize that they are just like any other normal person. Like Tanisha, she communicates with the most important people in her life, her dad and mom.
In other words, we want to show them, people out there too, that they might think that they have barriers, but no, they can do anything. They are very, we say they are people with special talent. What you and I cannot do, they can do. It's just that we give them that opportunity to perform.
Certainly a heartwarming story there. Next, Jacqueline Kanabudi brings us his story on floral arrangements.
don't like everyone say love of flowers. A lot of us, it started like that, being lover of flowers. You get interested, you develop that interest, and wanting these flowers, kind of flowers, and being so close to them, it just kind of you have that personal attachment, personal love for flowers. So it has been with me ever since I think I was in grade 2, grade 3, and up till now. So it was just a passion, loving flowers and all that.
Flowers make people happier, feel better, and more helpful. They are sunshine, food, and medicine to the soul. Flowers lighten up the yard of a house and bring life in a home. Flowers act as a refresher. Growing flower is an interesting hobby and a part of home chores for most mothers. With growing flowers comes the floral arrangement skill. The flower growers need to master this skill in order to make a good use of what they are growing. Last week, the extra team caught up with some ladies who were going through a floral arrangement session with Mary Sound, a floral arrangement trainer at the Port Moresby Art Theatre. This session was part of the floral exhibition hosted by the PNG Cut Flower Association.
This training runs 3 days and is for anyone, for those who have flowers, who are interested in using their flowers for other purposes, and especially like you do them for the office or do them just for the homes. Also, it's the incentives of if you have flowers. It encourages you to go into little business. You make a business out of learning to do flower arranging, table arrangement or function arrangement, and as well as even if you're just enjoying your flowers.
Mary has been in love with flowers for over 20 years. She started from loving flowers to being a flower gardener and eventually into floral arrangement. She is now the president of PNG Cut Flowers Association and also the owner of Mary L's Orchid in Bloom Limited.
I do conduct training wherever there's a request that comes in. I go to outside provinces, either in flower arranging or just establishing your garden, whether you want to grow orchid only, anthurium only, or heliconia, but it's got to be like you concentrate on one variety so that we're getting quantity out of it as well as quality.
During the 3-day training, the ladies learned different ways of arranging flowers, how to be creative in arranging flowers, and importantly, knowing flowers and call them by name.
We learned a lot, not just by planting the flowers without knowing, just wasting flower stuff, nothing no garden, but we find it that there's also another thing beyond. You can do him with just instead of just planting the flowers, that women can come out and do the flower arrangement for certain occasions, that not only outside but also in your own homes, that you can do it yourself to beautify your homes. Yeah, so you can just do it for your own children instead of buying people to do what you want for decorations for the certain occasions. You can do it yourself as a mother at home.
Mastering the skill of arranging flower is not an overnight success. It develops over time.
Like you learn from one flower, particular plant, and this is what the plant wants you to do or you want to do with the flowers. Like example, orchid. You grow your orchid, and if you think that it's not doing well, then you say, oh, what can I do? Again, like we say, you become the doctor of your own flowers or the doctor of your own plants. If you see they're not doing well, oh, what can I do? You take it and you go and put it somewhere else. Or maybe it's in the sun, you go and put it in the shade. So it's all those things that you will apply. But most of all, it just comes from your own individual heart. You love flowers and that's it. You stick by them and you get hooked to them.
The participants of the floral arrangement session Some were awarded with certificate of participation at the end of the 3-day session. They were excited that now they can call flowers by name and also make use of what they grow back at home.
Don't go away. Coming up, afternoon tea.